Hello everyone, welcome to Urbanscape Bangalore, and in today's episode we will be talking about the Alocasia Polly. It's also called the African mask because of these lines and textures that resemble the ritualistic masks of Africa. But it's interesting to note that this is a native of Asia and is characterized by these huge leaves that are so dark green in color that it looks almost black. And that's why I love this plant. This plant has a rhizome-like structure which is similar to its other elephant ear cousins. The plant is a little toxic to both humans and pets, so be careful if you have pets or babies at home. The plant does bloom. The flowers look like the one found in the ZZ, which is very unattractive. Hence, this is widely grown for its leaves. The backside of the leaves are purple in color. This can grow up to a height of 4 feet. So first, let us look at the repotting, and we will also look at the care tips required to grow this plant both indoor and out. So for the repotting, I am using this beautiful container that my friend gifted me from Pepperfry. So like always, I will be covering the whole of this container with a crock piece like this, and then I will be adding the potting mix of ratio 30% sand, 40% compost and 30% garden soil. So this plant likes a little more clayey soil that holds moisture, and that is why I'm increasing the compost and garden soil composition. Coco peat is also excellent and can be used instead of soil. Now carefully remove the plant from the old container. Do not break the root ball. Add the plant as is. As long as it is not fully root bound, it is okay. After that, backfill the pot. A little bit of rhizome can remain exposed, and that is perfectly fine. Now add water till you see water dripping from the hole, and I love this container for another reason, that it has this matching saucer that can hold water without messing up my indoor space. One more thing you need to know is that this plant loves being root bound, so don't be overzealous in repotting this plant into another container from time to time. Now let us look at the growing conditions this plant prefers. Sunlight. The plant likes indirect but bright light conditions, so no placing this under full sun or very dark areas indoors. A southwest window indoors is ideal, or a sheltered position in a balcony or terrace is also good. This is a tropical warmth-loving plant, so growing this in frost countries outside is not a good idea. Take it indoors or keep it in your greenhouses during winter. In India and other tropical countries, this can grow like a king. Winter time is a resting period for this plant, so don't fertilize or overwater the plant. Just go a little easy with the plant. Don't get too worried if you don't see new leaves, etc. Now let us talk about watering and humidity. This plant likes to stay on the wetter side of things, but that does not mean it is a water lily and you keep it in stagnating water. Especially when it is indoors, give it some amount of drying and then water. If you are a forgetful gardener and you travel a lot, then this plant is not ideal for you, since they don't tolerate too much of drying. So during summer, water it every day again, depending on whether the soil is too dry or wet. But during winter, make sure the soil dries off before you water it again. Humidity is another important aspect, just like in the case of all other tropical plants. So you can miss their leaves, especially during the dry winters. If you have a kitchen or a bathroom that has a bright southwest exposure, then that is an ideal location to grow the plant due to running water. I generally avoid spraying my plants with water. I prefer using a humidifier like this instead. Additionally, you can wipe the leaves of the plant because it can accumulate a lot of dust. Fertilizer. You don't have to use a lot of fertilizers for this plant. I would recommend you use compost once every 6 months when grown indoors, and you can use kitchen waste every month when grown outdoors. No fertilizing required during winter. Now let us talk about pest control. It is largely pest resistant, but it can get attacked by mealybugs and other common pests you see in the garden. You can use neem oil pesticide to remove these critters. Additionally, take care of watering and the pests will be kept away. Another common problem that you can see in this plant is the leaf tip burning, which can occur due to overwatering or underwatering because the plant is actually signaling to you that it is under stress. And please do not plant this in such a way that the leaf tip touches the moist soil. This can cause the leaf tips to rot and it can invite more diseases. So folks, take care of these few things and this plant will thrive in your house. Plants for me are therapeutic, and bringing home a plant to me is like bringing home positivity. So bring home this plant to give your plant collection that exotic tropical touch. With this, we have come to the end of yet another episode of Urbanscape Bangalore. And if you like this episode, then please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The link will be given below. Wish you a very Merry Christmas, and until we meet again, a very warm goodbye.